Welcome to episode 28 of It's No Secret Podcast Live. We are your hosts, Bianca Rose, Teresa, and Shara. Say hello, ladies.
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
Welcome to another episode. I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a whole week.
It's been a whole week. It's
I
been so
know.
long.
It's been so long. But we're back. And like we do in every single episode that we've ever had, we're going to do our highs and lows first. And we're going to start with our lows first. So, B, you get to go first.
I get to go first. Okay, I had to think about mine because obviously the week is always long. But I figured out why it was long. I actually ended up working on a Friday. So if you don't know, my schedule is a 4-day week technically. So the fact that I had to work 5 days, that just made it a longer work week and a much shorter weekend, which I'm not used to. So it did not feel great.
It's a big
My
adjustment.
days were thrown off so bad.
Yeah. That sucks. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
would not recommend.
0 stars.
Do not recommend.
No. My low for the week is that I actually haven't really had one. I've had a pretty good week, and I'm talking Wednesday to Wednesday, right? That's our week.
Wednesday to Wednesday, very important. Thank you for clarifying.
Like for me personally, I've been stressed over other things, but not like for anything for me personally. But yeah, I have had a good week. So I'm gonna skip on my low today.
I love that for you.
Yes, I finally got one where I could say it.
She got one win. Everyone's entitled to a good week.
Yes. Sorry, what was your low?
My low was actually not trying to play it for Juneteenth, and I don't know how to feel about that.
What?
I said,
You had the day off though?
No, I actually worked. Like I did like recruiting that day, so I worked hours. But I'm like, I wouldn't have took my black ass to work had I known that.
Right. That's wild.
The disrespect.
Seriously.
Honestly.
So yeah, I'm feeling some type of way about that. But yeah, that happened today. So
wow.
And the crazy part about it was on our calendar, like on our time sheet.
Yeah.
App. When you go in it, it was showing 8 hours of like holiday pay, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Then I went in today, and I'm like, where my holiday pay go? Wait a minute. So we're like trying to call everybody, and they're like, oh, they decided that they're not gonna. I said, who?
Who did they decide, and when did they decide? Because I wouldn't have worked. Like, when did y'all make that decision?
Because it's not automatically put in like by the. It's not automatically put in work day. Someone had put it in.
Right. Mm-hmm. Somebody either fucked up. Somebody needed to have taken a screenshot.
And we did.
Was there. Oh.
We did. So that's what I said. I said if they keep trying to play us and not pay us for it, that's a whole lawsuit.
Yep. Especially in California.
Yes.
Especially in California.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'd be so mad.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Yes.
I would challenge that so much. And I would be so pissed. You know what? I'm taking another day off.
Right.
I can't have that one. Give me another one.
Another day off.
Crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a low for sure. Boo.
It's the audacity for me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, let's switch this up. Let's move on to our highs so that we're not starting this show off melancholy.
Okay.
B, what was your high?
Wash that off. Good vibes. My high was that I decided to bite the bullet and paint my room.
And
I live in an apartment, so you know that's probably a big no-no. But I realized that I don't know a single fucking person who has ever gotten their deposit back. So I'm like, you know what? Why am I paying the deposit for? It's if I mess up anything, I can always paint the room back.
Yes.
But I'm trying to make this whore house a whore home. You know, like I'm trying to feel like a safe, settled place. And I can only do that if I feel like I express myself. And I felt like I should do that by painting my room.
Well, I follow you on Instagram and saw the color that you painted it. And I have to say that's beautiful. Yes, that is a beautiful color.
Thank you. I went very, very dark. I
I
was going
know.
for like dark witchy vibes, and I was like, yeah, give me that cozy feel to it.
And it goes with your jungle.
It
Like, it
does.
goes with the
I
jungle
was
you
thought
showing
she
just
was.
wanted.
I thought she was gonna say her high was her poop because I was waiting for that to go.
Her plant rescue in the
I
tub.
did plan rescue this weekend too. It's still in quarantine because I don't know what that plant got. I don't know if it got rabies.
Quarantine.
We gotta keep it safe from the other plants. I don't know. I can't take that risk. I'll adopt you, I'll home you, but I don't know what you are first.
Like, we gotta
So
go through a, trial period first.
yeah. And I also did buy another plant, and I did not show
Oh my
y'all that.
goodness.
It's a huge plant, actually.
The
Like, it's
intervention is coming.
probably up to right here to me.
Oh, shit.
But it was fine because it was discounted too, so
Girl
they were
math.
like,
That cannot be
"It
your
looks a little
excuse anytime.
distressed. I'll just mark it. I'll give it to you for $15." I'm like, "That's right, baby."
It's not even girl math now, it's plant math.
It's plant math. They're like, "It looks distressed. I'll just give you a discount." I was like, "It got dead leaves on the bottom, but I was gonna pluck that out. But shit, ring that baby up."
The intervention is coming. You just
Yeah.
wait.
Definitely.
What about you, T?
Uh,
What's your high for the week?
My high was today. My middle child flew in from California, so she's back home, my baby.
Aw.
She's just as tall as me now, which is wild, but it was great. And like, I think I told you guys last week, maybe I can't remember, that my son is house sitting right now, so he hasn't been in the house. So he came over, of course, to see his sister. So I had all the 3 kids together, and it was just, it just
Aw.
makes my mommy heart so happy.
I love that.
That was definitely my high.
How long is she here for?
Just for a month, because she starts school up again like the first week of August.
Dang.
So yeah, she's gonna
That's
be
gonna be
back.
fun.
I know.
Exciting.
I'm so excited that she's here. And I got to leave work early because I got to go pick
Oh,
her up
bitch,
at
you
the
did.
airport.
Oh, it
And
was
I'm off
good
tomorrow and
conversation. I'm like,
Friday.
"This bitch is leaving. What the
And
fuck?"
I'm off tomorrow and Friday because tomorrow is mine and my husband's anniversary. So
Happy early anniversary.
yeah, thank you. That's why I'm like,
Yes,
it's
yes.
just I don't have a low. I'm on cloud 9 right now. So
How does it feel to be God's favorite?
it's only temporary, so because God is tired. God is
God
tired
is
of
sick and
all our
tired.
shit. God is tired. Shari, what's
Sorry.
your high?
I'm the opposite. I don't have one of
Oh,
those.
It's been one of those weeks.
yeah. Oh,
Definitely has. It's I mean, I'm alive. My children are healthy. Like, I am grateful. I am very grateful and thankful for the things that I do have and, all that good stuff. We'll never knock that.
yes.
But nothing like to brag on that's happened.
Nothing that
Mhm.
happened that is worth like, yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
get
but
it.
I think even like those
Yeah.
small wins of, alive, healthy, breathing. You got your kids. Everyone's happy right now. You're
Yeah.
together. Like those are
I,
those moments. This is why we do highs and lows because we need to take in those moments. We need to take those wins, especially when we probably need them the most. We need that to have that gratitude.
Yeah.
So
It's hard when you're not
yeah.
having a good week to be grateful.
fuck
So
yeah, it
yes,
is.
we have to like force ourselves every Wednesday to be like, okay, what am I grateful for this
Fuck
week?
yeah. I'm like, shit, I know something good had to have
Yeah.
happened. I don't know if I caught all green lights one day. Like,
Right. It could be something small.
something.
I found a quarter on the street. You never know. You never know.
Well, I can say I had to skip my vitamin subscription and went into a total panic of dollars and I was like, holy shit, I didn't want to spend that right now. And they're like, can you guys refund me this month? And they were like, oh, $3 to $4 to respond. 3 to 4 days, and then they ended up just doing it the next day. So
Nice.
that
There
will
you
take
go.
that one
See?
too. It's the little thing.
Your image is freezing up a bit, but we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh.
I can feel the excitement
Yeah.
through it.
Yes. Oh man.
Just FYI, I did get a text message from somebody saying, just FYI, I got my deposit back every single time. My
Oh, wow.
entire deposit back. Okay, well, how does it feel to be God's favorite? And I'll be seeing you when I move out. You know who you are. You'll be coming and helping me.
Yes. I'm like, I think I might
I've
have
never
gotten a
gotten a deposit.
deposit back
Okay, you know what?
once.
That's what did it, is so I moved from, a rental home and I had roommates, cool, and after you move out of the rental house, you have, those inspections, and the last few days of last week I kept getting an email like, "Oh, we found a scuff on the wall that's gonna be $300 to
Mm.
fix. Oh, the lawn wasn't mowed to HOA standards even though it rained for a week straight. That's gonna be $250. Oh, there was this, isn't that? It's gonna be $500." I'm like, "Just say I'm not getting that fucking deposit back. And you know
Yeah.
what? Fuck this." And so that's when I think after that last email where they're like, "Oh, this is gonna be like $500 to fix up." I'm like, what business are y'all going through? But whatever. I'm like, y'all can keep that deposit. I never counted it back. And now I'm gonna lose this deposit too. And I decided to just go ahead and paint my room. I was like, I'm
Fuck
happy
it.
now, and that's all that matters.
Fuck
The deposit
exactly.
is gonna be a problem for future me. So
Yep. Current you doesn't give a fuck. No, just
current me
kidding.
is happy with
And
how
you
it turned
should.
out.
Yeah. And again, it's a beautiful color. I feel like it just gave off good energy. Like,
Right? I've been sleeping
yeah.
so good.
Oh,
It just gives off
good.
good energy. It
Yeah.
does. Even one of my coworkers, I showed her a picture and was like, "Okay, that looks like a damn magazine." I
It
was like, "That's what
does.
we want. That's what we want."
It does. If I
Highly
ever buy a
calling.
house someday,
Very beautiful.
you're gonna come decorate it for me, B.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll charge you so that I can get my deposit back, or
Right.
it feels like I'm not losing my deposit. I'm making up
Girl
for
math. Girl math.
it.
Oh, man. All right. So for today's show, we are going to be playing another game with you guys. So the
Great.
last game that we played in what, like 3 different episodes, was a game called We're Not Really Strangers, where we kind of got to know each other a little bit, got to know our viewers a little bit too. So if you guys are watching live right now on Facebook, Instagram, or our YouTube live, make sure you guys join us in the chat for this game. The game that we are going to play today is called Truth or Drink, courtesy of Bianca. Thank you for finding us the game, B.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. I just wanted to drink, everyone. No surprise there.
Truth or Drink. And we are playing it virtually via truthordrink.com. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. We're going to be sharing our screen today so that you guys know we're not cheating. We are answering the questions. As you guys can see, there's a different mode that you can select there: normal, party, spicy, or dares. We are actually going to play the mixed version. We may skip some of the dares just because of virtual limitations, I guess you can say. But we are going to play. Please, please, please join us in the chat. Give us your answers to the questions as well. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
All right, drink.
Drink. Okay. Oh, we're starting real spicy. Describe the most embarrassing time you got turned on. So you can answer or you can drink. Describe the most embarrassing time you got turned on. Should we take turns going first like we did with the last game?
Sure.
Okay. B, you're starting.
Damn it. Okay.
Embarrassing.
Okay. I was having a conversation with one of my mom's friends. Like, I guess it was a male friend. We're having a conversation about life or whatever, and just for some reason, he was telling me about like investments and 401ks and all this, how you needed to watch out for yourself and do this and that. He was giving me a whole life lesson and explaining what these things are. And I'm like, okay, what else do I have to do?
Tell me how to be grown
Just like
up.
the knowledge itself was turning me on. Just I was like, maybe you're explaining it way too well. I don't know. But the fact that do you care about me? Maybe that's what it was. Was I vulnerable? I don't know, but my body was telling me something. I liked it.
I don't feel like that's very embarrassing. I like that. That's
It
good.
was to me because I'm over here like, "Ooh, okay."
The headlights are on. The headlights
Headlights
are
are
on.
on, and I don't wear bras with pads in them.
Me neither. Me neither. Oh, man. Okay. Most embarrassing time you got turned on. I wouldn't say it was embarrassing, though, and I feel like we've kinda talked about this, but there's been so many times where I get caught, like, mid watching, like, a man just being a dad. We talked about this. Was this last week that we brought it up? I think so, right?
Maybe
I think it
Father's
was.
Day.
Father's Day.
Oh, Father's
I
Day.
think it was Father's
Yes. I think it was Father's Day. Yeah, but, like, to me, it's almost awkward, though, because the kids are right there, and all the thoughts that I'm thinking are thoughts that I should not be thinking in front
You're
of
like,
my children.
that's why y'all are here, kids."
Exactly. Exactly. But it's not really embarrassing, I guess. It just makes it awkward in my own head once I realize what I'm actually thinking, and I'm like, "Oh, shit, Teresa, calm the fuck down. Girl down, girl." Sorry, what about you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like embarrassing either. I think it's just it's wrong time for thoughts that you have. But like
Mhm.
um shit, anytime new house, what store, what hospital,
What
funeral,
hospital?
it don't matter.
Damn, she said funeral.
She puts the fun in funeral.
It don't matter. Those they happen.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't say embarrassing.
They said,
Yes.
"Yep, I got another whole fill. No bodies in this one."
Oh god. Yeah. See, to me, like, getting turned on is not an embarrassing thing. It's
Mm-mm.
just it's
I feel like for us as women, we can hide it better that we are turned on because I've
yes.
been able to tell visually when a man is turned on. It's like, "So are we gonna walk into the 7-Eleven or do you wanna wait in here?"
Right.
'Cause
Think about little kids coloring. Baseball, baseball, baseball. No, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like if women had to tell the way that men do, we would be in so much trouble
Yeah,
because
besides my nipples getting hard,
Hmm.
yeah,
yeah,
there's no other way to
They would never get us the
no,
same ever.
no, we would be judged. Yeah, yeah, see, Kaya
Thank
A,
Yeah.
you.
she said, "At least women don't show the obvious physical sides of that good vibes."
Thank God. If you d
Mhm.
okay, if a woman had to
Yes.
show a physical, like thing of being turned on, what would it be or what should it be?
I don't know. I mean, aside from your nipplation, but, like, that can happen when you're cold, when you get goosebumps, whatever,
Your
like
titties perk up and just be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Hey."
maybe your boobies just perk up, but I feel like that's not even like, that's not a bad thing, especially with all these fake boobies now, you'd never be able to tell.
Mhm. That's true. Want your areola to wink at me?
Through the shirt. That's horrible. Alright, let's go to the next question. What bridges are you glad that you burned? Ooh, okay. I guess I'm going first on this one. Bridges that I'm glad that I burned. It'd probably be like toxic friendships that I'm not a part of anymore for me. Um, Whether I burned them or they did. I'm glad the bridge is burned because there's always scenarios. I won't say that show you who people are in general. I think people show you who they are towards you.
Hmm.
Um, but there's been a lot of situations where I have been there for people and put my own feelings and good judgment aside at times to be there for people that would never reciprocate for me, or when the opportunity came to possibly reciprocate, definitely did not.
Mm.
So those are the bridges that I'll say I'm glad got burned, whether it was from my side or theirs. Either way. Oh, Kaya on our YouTube said too many. Ooh,
Hey, when you're glad, you're glad.
yeah. It
Sometimes
brings
it's
peace
good. It's a
though.
good thing.
It brings peace though. Shar, what about you?
I was gonna say like friends, old friends. But I think one that's really speaking out to me right now is like the relationship with my son's father.
Mm. Why are you glad you burned that one?
Because it was just time. It was just time to like not continue to what I feel and see now is like feeding his
Mhm.
ego. It's just like by trying to stay cool and cordial when things really weren't what they
Right.
should have been ever. Like I feel like I gave him the benefit of the doubt and way too much respect than he
Mm,
ever deserved. So I think like that for me was a huge weight just
Yeah.
lifted. Even though, it's made things ugly
Right.
too,
It's a
but
double-edged sword.
I, it definitely is for sure. But still glad that at least on my end, I don't have to continue to pour in that fake
Yeah.
energy
mm.
that I don't want to pour in
And those
anymore.
turn into vicious cycles too. It's like
Yeah.
you get
Hmm.
together, you go apart, you get together, you go apart, and it's just yeah.
And honestly, from the outside friend perspective, it's hard to support those kind of relationships where it's like, okay, girl, do we want to be happy that you're back with them, or do you want me to shut my mouth about it?
Right.
Like, it's hard in a cycle that is not good for anybody.
Mm-mm. Real quick, Jada Countessa on our YouTube said, I stand by all my arson choices. Touche, Nikita. Touche. B, what about you? What bridges are you glad that you burned?
um, Mine's is gonna be work related.
Okay.
It would be my previous job, but still within the same company, basically.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause it was my first job that I was with for, like, 10 years,
mm,
and I did my best to stay within the team, just move to different areas because it was such a good job, and mind you, it was my first job, so it was embedded to me to stick to that, traditionally, like, it's good benefits, it's this, it's that, you don't wanna revert back to, something like fast food or something like that. No offense to
yeah.
the fast food places, but it was a good job in comparison for it being my first job, and I stuck with it for 10 years, and I would literally it got to the point where I would cry in the parking lot before clocking in, and it was just so
Yeah.
bad on my mental health that I'm like, "You know what? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to quit."
Yeah.
And that job literally accepted my resignation. I kid you not, 3 minutes within me sending my email of resignation, they said, "Approved."
Damn.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me then, right?
So
10 years
basically,
and
that's what they
nothing,
said. Yeah,
whatever.
That's
basically.
businesses
But
for
then
you.
it turns out, like,
Mhm.
you do, like, your exit interview, like, "What are you leaving?" And I laid it all out on the table. I'm like, "Y'all have made me feel like this, and that, A, B, C, D, and y'all have not cared." I've come to you, I've tried to be reasonable, I've tried to be that employee that expresses these concerns, and they were never addressed.
Mm,
I am one of 6 people that have left this year alone, and you're not questioning it, like, nothing like that.
yeah.
I laid it all out on the line, even though my mom was like, "Hey, if you ever wanna go back or if you ever need them as reference, you don't want to burn that bridge." But I'm like, "You know what? One,
Sometimes
don't
it's
contact
better
that
to set
employer."
that bitch on fire.
I'm marking that on my future applications. Don't contact that employer. But second, burning the bridges for what? For me to go back? If I ever go back, that is an insult to myself.
Mm, that
So
part.
I'm like, "You know what? I'll burn that bridge because it's gonna push me out of my comfort zone to keep going and not go back."
Well, it's like you guys fucking drove me to cry every day. Like, why the fuck would I want to
Right.
Why would
come
I
back?
want to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you guys don't give us a courtesy of a 2 weeks notice when you lay us off or when people get fired.
Mhm.
So why do I need to give you the same courtesy just so I can come
I'm
back
like, "But
to the
y'all don't
place
care
that
about
I'm
me.
leaving in the
Why?"
first place? Like,
Yeah.
thank
So I'm
you.
like, "Do I even ever want to come back? Is that bridge worth even still standing? No,
Right.
because I don't want to let myself make that be an option.
Set that
I
bitch
don't
on
wanna
fire.
go back to that. If I got to that point, why would I go back?"
I hope
So
one
it's
day
a
I
bridge
get
that
to
I'm
a
glad I
point.
burned because it forced me to keep moving forward.
That was good. I hope I get to the point one day where I can really like leave a job and walk out and be like, fuck you, and fuck you. That is
I
on my bucket list. I want to
Yes.
do that
That's the
one
day
day.
one of us wins the lotto.
Mhm.
You know
Yes,
what?
one
I
day.
purposely have wanted to get a like a side job somewhere just so if I could quit, I could like take my anger out on that second job that I actually did not need. Like I'd want to be a
Uh,
waitress or a bartender of a place and be like, "You know what? Fuck this. You know who you're talking to?" Because I can't do that at work at
right.
my current job.
No.
I need that one.
Yeah. We need that one. Yeah. Do it on the side job for sure.
I just
Good.
want a side job to quit in that kind
Just
of
so
way.
you can do it.
Just so you could quit. Oh, man. All right. Shari, you're going first next.
Oh no.
Here we go. Let's see. Oh, this is a dare. No, we're gonna
We'll
skip
drink
that
on
one.
dares. How about that?
Thank you.
Yes, we'll drink on dares. Cheers.
I'm like, this cannot be it.
All right. Here is your question. What was your most humbling moment?
Woo. Um. Boy.
I just said boy.
If you asked me this question a couple months ago, I would have talked about a time in 2020. But today, I think I am living my most humbling moment as we speak. I think
Why do you
all the things that I'm dealing with right now, if people don't know, like it's a transition with my living situation, my relationship with my kids, work. It's just like a lot, everything all at one time. And I think it is all, it's definitely going to be that moment. When I look back at this time frame, it will definitely be that for me. Because it's just been very challenging, but I know like it's going to be a lesson. It's teaching me something. I just don't know what that is yet.
right.
So once we get over this hump, I know I will look back and say, like, current, this is my most humbling moment.
Man, I'm sorry that you're going through something like that right now. Because for it to be a humbling moment,
Yeah.
it's got to be a lot.
Yeah. It's, you got to hit rock bottom,
Yeah.
right? Before you can turn it around. And I kind of just feel like I'm there.
And the fact that you're able to share that with the
Us.
strength and the poise that you're still carrying yourself with as you're going through it says a lot about you. So thank you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. B, what would you say was your most humbling moment?
Oop. So I was like, which way can I go? Let's see. Humbling experience. Probably when I rejected somebody and I was so high and mighty of myself, like, you like me, but you thought that I would like you? That's an insult to me.
Damn.
I'm right here, you're right here, and this is whatever. So I was like, you know what? Let me go for someone who's also right here to me. But then that person was like, baby, you thought you had a chance with me?
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
gave you a
well,
little taste of your own medicine, huh?
very much so.
Oh, okay.
Very much so. It was very humbling. I'm like, oh, so like the people, I'm too hot for the people that I like, but not hot enough for the people that I like. Got enough. Cool. Very humbling. Balance.
Damn.
Got it.
Especially if it was like right after you did that. That's why I'm like, oh,
Basically,
damn.
it was almost immediately where I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna turn down you because I have my eye on this one. But this one's like, baby, you thought you had a chance with me?
Karma
Cool.
was like,
Thank you.
Spit the block real quick.
Cool. I'll reassess myself later.
put the fire out real quick. Real quick, Cheated Countessa on our YouTube. This message was for Shari's situation. Use it as a bow and arrow. The pullback will propel you forward.
Oh, I like that.
I do too.
You go, Katniss
Thank you.
Everdeen.
Thank you.
Go, Katniss Everdeen. It's a great analogy, though. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is it my turn? Yeah.
Yes, it
My
is.
Humbling.
most humbling moment, I think I've talked about this on the show already, was in 2020, when I got laid off from my old job. As I mentioned in a previous episode, and if you didn't watch it, shame on you, go watch it. But as I mentioned in a previous episode, I was at this company for 17 and a half years and was up there in the food chain, thanks to my hard work and dedication and fucking blood, sweat, and tears that I gave them. Um, and I got laid off in the midst of a bunch of layoffs. It was because of a merger. But you think you work for this company that's like, oh, we're like family. It's our family. We all take care
Red
of each
flag.
other. Yeah. And it really was that prior to even the first merger, because we had a few. But it really was that originally. And as it got bigger and bigger and more companies started getting involved, it just got worse and worse as far as the culture went. And but I did feel like I was untouchable until
You were
I got touched. And I just always had that confidence of like my work will speak for itself, and
Mm.
they will make the right decision because I have earned that. And boy, was I wrong.
And
Uh,
I think with that too, what really was because when the first merger happened, we were all
Yeah.
so worried. Safe. So I
yeah.
think it kind of put on
Mhm.
like some rose colored glasses when the second one happened, and then it all
Yes.
went to shit from there. So
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed. We were untouched during the first
Mhm.
merger, and so
Yeah.
yeah, it was a fucking lie.
That was a safe sense of security.
Yes, it was a fucking lie. But yeah, it was a very humbling moment for me because, I mean, I always would say it. I always knew it. I always heard people say it, like, you're just a number, you're easily
Mhm.
replaceable. This is a corporation. But it wasn't until it happened to me that I was like, fuck.
No, this shit is real. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a harsh reality,
they
though.
really don't give a fuck about us.
Mm-mm.
Like, that's how that felt for me.
Mhm.
We have a shared story on our YouTube from Kaya. She said, one time in college, we were talking about education and socioeconomic factors. I very ignorantly asked, why don't people just move to better school districts? She said, that moment really opened my eyes to my own privilege growing up and helped me gain better empathy towards other. And I still taste that foot in my mouth moment all these years later.
Mm.
For you to admit that,
Mhm.
kudos
Yeah.
to you,
Right.
because most people, especially in this day and age, wouldn't admit something like that,
Mhm.
or even really take that as a learning moment or a learning opportunity. So kudos to you for that, Kaya. All right. Anyone want to add anything else? Are we going to the next one?
No, I feel pretty humbled again.
Like I'm having flashbacks. All right.
My heart hurts all over again.
Next one. Would you ever film yourself in the act? Bianca, you get to go first.
Let me lose this weight, and if I don't know how to act, baby, I won't know how to act. Maybe. I'm never gonna say no because try things twice.
Very good. Very good. Would you ever film yourself in the act? My answer would have to be yes, because I have filmed myself in the
Oh.
act. Those are fortunately destroyed and were not around when social media was around. Thank you,
Do you know what?
Jesus, for
That
that.
right there might be the thing that keeps me in that no just because of
Right.
social media.
I just don't trust people. But I'm married now.
Oh, you got a
And
VHS tape? Is that what you say? How far back was this?
no, we had phones, but we did not have social media. I
It
have
was
a
that low
husband now.
quality kind of thing.
Yeah, very
Couldn't
low
even see who it
quality.
was.
Couldn't
at
A
even
that
see
little
who it was.
pixelated, you know.
It's a drawing on the cave. What are you talking about, girl?
There was no face, it was just body, but I do have identifiable tattoos. No, just yeah, I'm like, I have a husband now. Would I do it with him? Absolutely. I do feel like Bianca though. Let me lose a little weight first, though. Um, yeah, if it never sees the light of day, sure. Yeah. But how do we know, right? We got to be real trusting when it comes to that. So,
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
like for funsies, you can do it and then just know that we like together. I'm seeing you delete this. Like the
right.
act of
We're going to
like
watch it
having it.
together and then we're
Yeah.
going to delete it
Actually,
together.
I don't think I even want to
You know
watch
what?
it.
Oh, I would totally
Because
watch
I'm gonna
it.
be like, I look like that from the back. Bend me forward all of a sudden. I don't know.
She's
Bend me
like, ooh,
backwards.
I
I
got to
don't
work on
know.
that form. No,
I was like, damn, I really thought my back was more arched than that. What the hell?
Jada Cantessa said zoom
That'd be
and enhance.
creepy.
I just want to say in our Instagram chat, me Shelly said, Gabe, are you listening?
He's not. He is with the children at the moment. I'm sure he'll listen to it later and make some
He's like,
comments.
remember that thing you said about that time?
Shit, I'm surprised he didn't open the door and just crack it open. Like, what'd you say? Shari, what about
Sorry.
you?
Would I ever? I have, but going forward, probably not.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was single, if I was not married, I would not. Because I don't trust people, and especially with social media and all this shit. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Social
Yeah.
media, clouds, databases, and children, they do not mix at all.
No.
Okay, well, like kind of like a follow-up question to that. What about pictures? Take pictures, send pictures?
Not big on it.
I need to lose some weight. I see right now I'm not in my most confident exterior that I've ever been in. But like give me a couple months and maybe I'll say yes. Jada Cantessa first said, I'm on that Mariah Carey. If there's a camera up in here, it's gonna leave with me when I do.
I do.
She
And then that follow-up.
said the follow-up, I want to see Gabe walk in with a whole ring light.
It's a production set, baby.
Yes. Yes, Kaya sees. She said
Yes.
Google sees and knows it all. That's what I'm
Google can know. Google
saying.
can watch.
And then there's all the clouds and stuff now.
Yeah, but
Like
even if you delete it, it's already backed up.
it's in
on
the
somebody's-
cloud.
Yeah, like no, we don't have time for that. That's
You
just
know
too
what?
much.
I think I'm more liberal. I'll send a titty pic if you ask me right now, right here, right now. I'll send it to you. I'm more liberal on that. The video, probably not.
She's on
Down
the
there,
video.
probably not. But my titties, I'm proud of my titties, and I'll send a pic if you ask for it nicely.
She's on titty pics all day, every day.
All
So
day, every
if
day.
you're watching live, just go DM her. No, I'm just kidding.
For titty pics.
For the titty
For
pics.
titty pics.
You might as well start an OnlyFans at this point.
Seriously.
I might as well. I need to get that deposit back.
Kaya said, I've accepted we live in the matrix. It's fine. Seriously. You can't
I've
do shit
accepted
these
my
days.
fate.
I've accepted my fate. Oh man. All right. Let's see. What's the next question here? What's the weirdest place you've ever grown hair? My whole body? Like what the hell? Like that's weird.
My fucking chin? PCOS? I don't know.
I'm
Is that
like,
what
yeah,
are you
like
talking about?
what do you mean? We have hair everywhere. What are you talking about? We're going to the next question. That one was stupid.
Jada Contessa on YouTube said it's gonna pop up on a Google Home, save to a family cloud. Oh my god, I didn't even think about
It's
that.
like the
Yeah.
fucking slideshow on
Yes.
the when the
It's
My
TV
Google
mom
goes.
has a
Save.
slideshow on her TV screensaver. Can you fucking imagine?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm
Ooh,
saying. It's a
that's a
slideshow on the TV. and
good
shit.
point that
No,
y'all made.
mm-mm.
I'm still gonna do it. Merry
Okay.
Christmas.
Well, are we not mammals? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We're skipping this one. This one's stupid. Would you marry someone rich even if you weren't in love with them? If I wasn't married, maybe right now, because I could
In
use
this
some money.
economy? Yes.
I could use some money right now. No, but like on a serious note, no, I would not marry someone rich, even if I wasn't in love with them. I just don't have it in me. Jada Captain said Merry Titsmas.
Stay tuned for a December episode.
Oh shit. Bianca's gonna come on camera with little fucking Santa hats on her
Santa
Santa
nipples.
hats.
nipples.
Little tassel. Little tassels.
Little bells on the end of the Santa hats.
Oh god. Oh, that's great. Okay, Shari, would you marry someone rich even if you weren't in love with them?
See, I'm a little more thorough. I need more like follow up to this because I got some questions. I need to know what the contract is. Like, can we get divorced after? Am I taking
Yeah. Is there a
half when I
prenup?
leave? How much money are we talking? Because rich is different for everybody.
Mm.
Yes.
Like, what am I getting out of this? And don't get me wrong, because I do believe, like sometimes you have to grow to fall in love with people. It doesn't just happen. Like sometimes it takes time,
Agreed.
and you
Yes.
could grow to love people. Yes, of course. But in my current state and situation, fuck yes. I just need to know what I can leave with and how much money we talking.
Miss Shelley on Instagram said, "Yes, you can fall in love with them later."
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. Kaya on our YouTube said it would depend. If we were at least friends and I weren't married, I wouldn't be opposed. But if it's like a crusty, dusty gold digging situation, I couldn't do it. I mean,
Listen,
that's a big fallout difference.
Okay, I don't care if he 87 about to get the bucket, baby.
We love that for us.
No, the closer they are to the bucket, the better.
Yes. Yes,
Becky
what's
Flowers
my monthly allowance?
said,
I
"What's
need
our
to
monthly
know.
Mom.
Because you don't have to live together to be married. I just need to know.
Uncle said, "Mom."
That's my mother.
I know.
Hey, mama,
Oh
no.
man.
Okay?
Baby Countessa.
I'm digging. Yo, we ain't shit, man.
Michelle on Instagram said, "Can we turn the lights off?"
Can we
She said, "How
what?
big is it? Can we turn the lights off?"
Becky with the eyes, though.
Look,
I'm with
I love that
Mama
everyone has
Becky,
follow-up
sorry.
questions because there are still standards to what a rich man is. So
Oh,
what I'm
It
learning
just
is that
says
us and our
marry.
viewers cannot be like scammed.
It just said marry. It didn't say be with, sleep with, nothing with. Just
I love how you
marry.
think that that's what that would entail.
Yep.
If you can get away with it. But I love that the viewers have follow-up questions. They're like, you're
Yes.
not gonna scam me into this. What is rich? Rich in spirit?
That's
Rich in
what I said. I
bank?
need to just follow up.
Yes.
We got standards still.
What about you? Would you be?
Probably not.
Probably
I've been
not.
because like I've been surrounded by like men who have flaunted money. I've been proposed to with money and being have the promise of being taken care of, and I'm like, I get defensive over it. And it's like, oh, so I'm gonna be bought. Oh, so I'm
See, our man's selling point, that's a red flag. That's a little different.
yeah.
That's
Yes, it
totally
is. Been there,
different.
done
That's
that. Don't do it.
controlling. That's manipulative. That's
Yeah.
different. Talking about
Red
somebody
flags.
who's got buku dollars. To have his 13th child, I fucked for less before.
You know what? Back to my mom's question. What is my monthly allowance? I'll consider it.
I'll consider it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Thanks, Mom.
Apparently
Love you.
not. Apparently not. All right, next question. What's the most disgusting thing you've ever done? This one's starting with Shari. Most disgusting thing.
Oh, she has a story. Thank God.
She's laughing. I know I'm gonna need some time on this one. Oh.
Most disgusting thing I've ever done.
Disgusting.
I don't know. I'm not disgusting. Slept with my first baby daddy. I don't know. I'm not a disgusting individual, so I don't know like where you pull that from. But if I had to say
Yeah.
something, it would be that.
My name is Teresa, and I accept that answer.
Thank you.
Oh,
Don't
B,
get me
what
wrong.
about
I love my son. He is beautiful, but baby,
you?
the shit we do. High on drugs. That's
Say no to drugs. Kaya said, define disgusting.
Well, Michelle on IG said I licked Angel's eyeball when we were teenagers.
Oh, that's gross.
That's gross. That is so gross.
Do you know how much bacteria
that's
you have
disgusting,
in your
Kaya.
mouth? And you put it on that man's eyeball?
I mean, well, when you put a penis in your mouth, I mean, where is the disgusting coming from? Where's the line? We're talking about germs, bacteria, body fluids.
Mouth is a disgusting place. I'm just kidding. B, what's the most disgusting thing you've ever done?
I don't know, probably morally disgusting. Where I've like gone to like slept with one guy one day, and then the next day like slept with someone else.
Oh.
Morally, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Those are called days of the week. No, I'm just kidding.
It was a typical Friday,
Right.
Saturday to me.
Right. So those are called days of the
Just
week.
so we're clear, me Shelley said he's alive.
Okay. He's alive and pregnant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
If you are not sure where that came from, the episodes.
Shit, go look at our reels. It's in there too.
Yep.
Oh man. See, I
Right.
said exactly. The human body is nasty as hell. It really is. It really is a
Mhm.
little cesspool of infection. Anyway, most disgusting. I don't think I've ever done something that I would classify as disgusting, except, I mean, along Shari's lines of like an individual that I regret. But
Fair enough.
yeah, I've never done anything like disgusting. And to my definition of disgusting, because when I hear disgusting, I think like gross, just nasty, just
You're nasty.
you're nasty.
Like I've used the public restroom. Like that's disgusting. Like I don't know. Like
disgusting.
yeah.
Agreed.
Like I've had to wear my underwear and then flip it inside out and have to wear it the next day because I was camping, kind of thing. That's disgusting. What are we
Yeah, there you
talking
go.
about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
That wasn't disgusting. That was desperate.
Right. You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna go to the next one. All
Oh,
right.
Michelle said, "Have you peed in the street?"
Oh yes, I've done that a million times.
I peed in the subway in New York.
I peed on the side of
loved
the
it.
freeway. Okay, I've peed between people's houses. Yeah,
But is
Yeah,
that
I did that.
disgusting?
I feel
See,
like that was normal for club days.
More disgusting would be like more disgusting would be like pissing in the car with a bottle in them.
Yeah, but peeing outside in the street, everybody does that.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Michelle said in an alley with a car door open to block you. Mine was an open subway. It was just empty. Luckily, not for long, but there was definitely it was more than a puddle, and I probably could have short circuited that subway station. And I'm so sorry. A girl gotta go.
Mine was on the side of the freeway with only my door open. I didn't even open the back door to block me. I had to pee. Like I was about to pee in the car if they didn't pull over. Yeah, no.
Yep, I was linked up against the back of my bumper in my car. So in a jumpsuit at that.
So you were naked.
Get all the way off. My legs like this.
Oh, the
And
good old days.
Here's the craziest part tonight. I had never worn a jumpsuit before and never peed outside before. What were the fucking chances?
There was a reason.
My
There
love.
was a
Not God's
reason.
favorite. Okay. Not God's favorite.
You know what? God's strongest soldier, right there.
Exactly.
We got God's favorite and God's strongest
In
soldier right here on the
In
podcast.
heels.
And we wore heels, baby. We
Lord
wore
have
6-inch
mercy.
heels.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great times.
Mm. The good old drunken
Yes.
days. I'm going to
Mhm.
drink to that. All right. Next question. Have you ever been fired from a job? This one is Bianca first? Yes.
Me first, and no,
You.
I've never been fired because I always quit before I get fired. You won't tell me what I'm doing it. I'm making my own decisions.
I've been laid off. I guess that counts.
Yeah, that counts.
Other than that, no. Oh, wait, no, yes. Yes, I have. When I worked for an oral surgeon, well, I don't know if that counts as getting fired because he gave me an ultimatum, basically. I wanted to take the day off for my sister's wedding. Okay. I need to say that loud and into the microphone. For my sister's wedding that I was a maid of honor in. And he wasn't even going to be in the office. Okay. And he gave me an ultimatum because he needed me at work. And so either I didn't go to my sister's wedding or, I kept my job and didn't go, or went and lost my job. So I went and lost my job.
He said, I'm getting drunk at that wedding is what I'm hearing. I don't got to wake up early the next day is what I'm hearing.
I just went back to Metro again. It was fine. We were good. Shari, what about you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been working since I was fucking 15. Of course.
Been fired. As many times as I showed up in my club dress. No, I'm just kidding.
Going straight from the club to work at Target. I found my badge the other day. That shit had me dying.
Aw, you found your own little
Yes.
badge.
Like my whole little, yeah, I am. My son was like, Mom, you used to work at. I said, son, I was a whole person before you ever existed. Let me tell you.
I need you to put that Target badge back on, walk into Target and say, hey, I forgot my employee discount. Can you ring it up for me? You're not utilizing that badge well enough. Give it to
I got
me.
a red shirt for you. Don't worry.
I don't think you're seeing the potential that you have.
They sell the shirts at Target. Go get one. Okay. Next question. Oh no. Would you ever consider being a nudist? I mean, if I lost a couple pounds, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Like with this body, no, probably not. But again, I'm not ever gonna say no.
But okay, so now I have follow-up questions. Like, are you saying I'm like the only nudist, or I live in like a colony of nudists?
I would hope that you are in a colony or colonist or whatever the fuck that
It
is.
didn't say it. It's just saying, would you ever consider being a nudist?
I would hope that you are in a community of other nudists walking down the damn street of Medical Drive in your birthday suit.
Oh wow. Sorry. I just saw Jada Contessa's sharing of her job experience. She said being fired from a restaurant probably doesn't count, especially since they said to reapply as they did it. Wow. Yeah, did they really fire you if they're telling you, hey, feel free to come back whenever you want? We just don't need you right now.
No, they're like, you're past your 90-day probation and now we got to offer benefits. But if I fire you and you reapply, then you don't need to, then you don't qualify for the benefits for another 90 days.
Loophole.
Damn, I should be a businesswoman. I could scam the fuck out of everybody. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Shari, would you ever consider being a nudist?
No. Probably not. Not my ting.
Not your ting.
You know, I probably would just not
clothes, but I don't know about going completely nude.
You mean you don't want the entire world to see your hoo-ha?
Yeah, no, because she ain't always in tip-top shape, but sometimes I don't have time for all of that.
Amen to that. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I'd have to groom a lot more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
enough
the way
pressure
that
with
my
our
body's
clothes
shaped
on.
right now, the way that my body's shaped, my fupa is going to cover my hoo-ha. So I think I'm covered, literally.
Cover my hoo-ha. Oh, shit.
Like, be able to wear
I'm covered one way or another.
I don't want to shave my legs. Like, yeah, no, ain't nobody got time.
Yeah, no. All right. And Bianca already answered with me, so we're gonna move on to the next one.
One more question. We're almost at the top of the hour.
Okay. Are we? Damn, that was fast.
That was.
What's the biggest lie you have ever told?
Biggest lie.
Biggest lie.
That I was okay.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
that's deep.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm gonna have to second that one. Mm.
And drops the mic and signs off. Boom. Till next week.
Yeah.
That's the end of our show. No, I'm just
That's the end of the
kidding. No, real talk.
No, honestly, yeah.
I mean, I did come up with a bit of a convoluted lie during a trip one time, but I liked Shari's answer a little bit better.
Yeah,
we
I
could
feel
go
like
with
I
yours to
rounded that
make it
out.
funny. We could go with yours to make it funny.
Fuck.
What's the biggest lie? But what's the funniest one you've ever told?
So on a
Well-
trip,
Well,
right?
Miss Ellie on Instagram said I was typing the same thing, Shari, so she feels
Hmm.
that too.
No, that's real though. Like,
Honestly.
Y'all tell me. It's like bullshit.
I say that lie way more often than I should.
Mm-hmm.
Not just to people, but to
Mhm.
myself.
To yourself.
Yes.
And is it even sometimes a lie or is it just a plea to be okay?
It's one of those where it's like, maybe if I say it out loud, I'll believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. Bitch, no, you're not. I'm okay. No, bitch, no, you're not.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's that internal kind of
Mm.
struggle there.
I literally
Yeah.
have this thing on my story right now on Instagram. It says POV, and it's a fish float swimming. It's got a big ass chunk missing out of him, and it says POV. Just me, absolutely exhausted, burnt out, literally half dead, but still thinking if I just push through the stress, I'll be fine.
Mm.
Mm.
That's it.
Do you guys feel like that's healthy?
Hell
No.
no.
Without
No,
hesitation.
because after
both of y'all.
it's what you feel is valid, but feeling like that for a long time is dangerous. So it's okay to feel it at some point because it is true. You
Right.
know, it's not gonna, I don't want to invalidate, but what you're feeling is not true because it is, because you're feeling it for a reason. You're at a breaking point, and whether you're saying it out loud or to yourself or to someone else, it may not be true, but you're hoping that it will be.
The saying it to other people part doesn't even really bother me because a lot of times I just say I'm okay to avoid the rest of the conversation.
Right.
But it's the saying it to myself.
Mm.
I think what
That I
gets
feel is the
scary
true
is
lie.
where you say it so much to yourself that you kind of start to believe it.
Mm.
Or that you accept that the situation that you're in is okay.
Yeah.
Yes. You convince yourself this is
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
This is okay.
Mhm. Jada Countess on YouTube said, as a short-term Band-Aid, sure, that
Mhm.
works.
Okay, we can't end the show on that note. Go on, T. Proceed with your story.
Fuck. But it's Bianca's turn.
You didn't
Ah!
finish it.
Okay, go B, because I answered first. So
Yeah. I was
you
supposed to
gotta
go
go.
last.
She can go last.
The biggest lie I ever told was that I'm 5'7". And that's the tallest lie I ever told.
Cannot with you.
I said, did I say I was 5'7"? I meant my personality was a 5'7".
It's all
I
looking
just-
down at you like, what the fuck? Oh man.
All right, T, what's yours?
Well, this one time, right?
This one time at
We
band
went
camp.
on a trip. Yeah.
Mhm.
We went on a trip with some friends. Hi, friends. Um,
A
And,
tall tale. Jada-
and I
Oh,
say we because this one was involved too. And they wanted to go do things on this trip. You know, we just talked about travel and how, you need to travel with the right kind of people that want to do the same kind of things that you want to do. Well, they wanted to do things that we did not want to do. And so I got my acting skills on and pretended like I had really horrible allergies and took some medication. Well, I didn't pretend I had allergies. I actually did have allergies. Went and took some medication from this foreign country because I didn't have allergy medicine on me and pretended that the medication, just affected me really poorly. And I was just really tired. And so we went and we did the part that we wanted to do. And then my good friend here, since she's such a supportive friend, played along with me and took me back to the hotel so that I could get some rest and feel better.
All for them to come back.
Drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck.
Caught in the lie.
Literally crying in the pool when they showed up because we were that drunk.
Crying because like y'all were having a good time laughing, or crying because y'all got so drunk you started having like those serious in-depth talks?
The latter.
Yes.
Been there.
But anyway, so we're at the
But
top of the
greatest
hour.
time of our life.
It was. It was a great time. It was definitely a great time. So again, that game is Truth or Drink. You guys can play it on truthodrink.com. Thank you guys so much for playing along with us. Everybody was cooperating, giving us their
participating.
stories. Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you, ladies, for being vulnerable at moments as well. But we are at the top of the hour. So B, if people don't, if they live under a rock and don't know how to find us, how can they find us?
If you are not already, then you can like, subscribe, and follow us on our social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. In case Instagram ever acts its fucking fool again, we got 2 other platforms. You can watch our live stream every Wednesday. But if not, then you can always listen to us on our Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Sunday.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And until next week, remember, either tell the truth or drink.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, man.